Hello, hello. Hello, when anyone jumps in, just say hi so I know that you're here. Hello, anyone here? Yay, people are here. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me first off? Can you hear me? Wrong mouse. Hey guys. I think I have a lag here, so let me refresh. All right, I'm glad you guys can hear me. The real test will be once I get to working. Let's see. Here we are. Live chat. All right. Just trying to get everything set up here. I am going to be working today on a big order. It's not really a big order. It's 22 jackets. But thought I'd bring you guys along for the first time in a very long time. I have both girls out of the house while I'm working. So we're going to give it a try with going live and working. It's been a very, very long time. So what's everyone else up to this morning? Hi, Lisa. Hi, Joni. Hi, Creations by Libra. Naomi. Who else we got? Delisha and Nancy. Hello, everyone. All right, so I am going to move y'all over here with me. So if you get motion sick, I would look away for a minute. We are going to go all the way over here. And hopefully figure out a place where y'all can see me and my work, and I can still see you too. All right, let's get this out of the way. I've got a big order to work on today. Like I said, 22 jackets plus one other single order. Life update. I actually have pretty well closed my Etsy shop for the past couple months. I haven't been taking many orders just because life and two little girls, hard to keep up. So you guys let me know if you have problems hearing me as I'm stepping away. Hi, Angela. Yes, I'm so glad to be back. Hi from Amsterdam. Nancy, yeah, you've got a bunch of those bell bottoms to work on. Hi, Nairo. Lisa, yes, you can see me here. Walking on the treadmill before starting work. That's more ambitious than I am this morning, for sure. Like I said, just let me know if as I'm stepping away if you can't hear me, because that probably means my Bluetooth is not working. I have... Hey, Maria. So I have one scrub jacket to do. I don't have that file set up, so I'll probably do that one later. Set it aside. And then I have a bunch of just jackets. Liz, good morning. Let's see. All right. Just fixing some settings here. All right. Let's go ahead and get this box opened. I am about 10% prepped for this, so we'll see what we can get done. All right, so this is a bulk order that I'm doing. It's 22 jackets. It's actually for a reorder. for a group I've done stuff before. So the hi Melissa, I know. It's been so long, but it's impossible to work with my girls here. It's just impossible. It's impossible to record too. Yes, Liz. I'm going to go ahead and just pull out all these jackets, get them sorted out by size, and then I'm just going to sort them in the order that I'm going to work on them. So it's less confusing for me and I'm less likely to make mistakes because I do that. All right, lots of pink jackets. Medium. So I do plan on starting to focus on getting some more videos up. I know I've said that before, but I think one of the updates that I'm going to give in an upcoming video is that I'm going to make some changes to my business and I'm going to start focusing more on YouTube and content and all the things like that versus lots and lots of Etsy orders. Just because, yeah, Nancy, because life, and that just doesn't really work right now with having a 3-year-old and an almost 1-year-old. Guys, my baby girl is almost 1. The last year the days have taken forever, but the last year has flown by. And I know you mamas out there will understand that. It's, you know, the day by day seems to take forever, but then I felt like I blinked and she's 1. Like, looking at her this morning, I'm like, wait, when did you grow up? You're not a baby anymore. She just looked so big and so grown this morning. But she is mobile and she's into everything. And she is a mama's girl who wants to be attached to me at all times or have me in the room with her at all times. So it makes working very difficult. If we're in the office here, yes, she's 1 already. Hi, Laura, welcome. If she's here in the office with me, she wants to be held. She's like terrified of the noise of the machines, unfortunately. I never had that problem with Blakely, but my little one's she does not like the sound of these machines. So she's okay playing in here as long as I don't have the machines running, which means I don't really get anything done. So I'm just sorting these jackets out by size, and I'm going to go through and, so how I organize group orders is I go through and tag them individually on what's supposed to be on each jacket with like a little piece of paper. So that, like I said, it just leaves less room for error for me, because 3 machines, lots of jackets that need different things on each one. I know myself, I will make mistakes. See, almost have these all done. XL. All right, there's all those. Hey everyone, let me jump back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Joni, how are you getting orders if your Etsy shop is closed? That's a big order. So this is actually a repeat customer. They had messaged me. My Etsy shop is open. I have like 1 live thing on there. That's a sublimation shirt, honestly. And they had contacted me before I closed this last time. It was kind of a breaking point type closing. I had got super frustrated. One of my daughters was sick like over and over for months. And I swear every time like I'd get her feeling better, I'd open up my Etsy shop. I'd start getting orders rolling in. I'd start feeling comfortable with working again. And then she'd get sick. Like, and I mean like sick. On her, poor little girl, on her 3rd birthday, I had to take her to the urgent care at the hospital, and it was a bad situation. But it was just like that for like 2 months straight. And every time I'd open, I'd get orders and bam, she'd be sick again. And then I couldn't work. You know, I felt terrible every time I tried to work. She was just sick and she wants her mommy when she's sick. And that's understandable. And that's part of the reason I do this, is so I could be home and be present with them. So I've had to make some tough decisions on taking less orders in the past year, both for them and just for my own mental health, because doing all the things I couldn't keep up anymore. But have a video all planned out mentally you know, if I ever get the time to do it, to kind of give a life update where I'm at now, where I plan to do all the things. And yeah, let's just hope I can get that recorded and up for you guys soon. And then I do plan on starting to do some videos again. I'm not going to make promises on how many because life. But that is my plan and my goal. We'll see. Like I said, they are still top priority. And just for everyone else out there, you know, if you have to step back from your business for a little bit and take care of other things, don't feel bad. You got to do what's best for you and your family at the time. So, right now I am going to make myself some notes, honestly. That's what we're going to do first. My pen is dying. So I'm going to be doing a stethoscope design on these jackets, and some of them need different credentials in the little earpiece portion of it, and I'm going to separate those out. A good portion of them need RN. Okay, there's the test. Could you guys hear me when I walked away? Is my Bluetooth in fact working or no? Anyone? But anyways, a lot of these need different credentials in the earpieces. So I'm going to write on here, and I'm going to separate those out and do those separately. Probably run one machine on just like the individual ones or the ones that have one or two. And then, but could you hear me when I walked away and I wasn't standing here? Like, can you hear me now? Could you hear me over there, though, is the question. I just want to make sure y'all are on my Bluetooth because technology, and you didn't notice a change. Okay. So, it's on speaker. I need it on here. Okay, let me double check here. I don't even know if I could change that from here. Technology. Y'all. I can mute my microphone. Anything else I can do from here? You did notice a change. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, but when I start my machines, if I'm not on Bluetooth, it's gonna be bad. Let's see. Is it? Ooh. Did I lose y'all for a second? Temporarily? Sorry, I was checking my settings on my computer, on my phone. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Kim. Thank you all. Okay. Yeah, that was my fault. I was checking my phone settings, not thinking it would almost kick me out. Okay. Darn it. Okay. We're going to give it a try. If I get to embroidering and it's too loud and that's all you guys can hear, we'll reevaluate then. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so there we go. Hi, Sonia. Good morning, Princess Tutu's Boutique. So, scissors. So what I do is when I type up my order sheet, I print out an extra one. And I'm just going to physically cut this one up and attach like the individual numbered items. So like number 6 is a black large and it needs C&M, and the stethoscope, I'm going to attach that to the correct jacket. That way, like I said, it just helps keep me organized, and so I'm putting the right thing and the right name on each jacket. I don't know that I have all these combinations set up, but I know I have the RN one set up, so we'll start with that probably. There's a bunch of those. Anything that's not RN, I'm going to set off to the side right now, so I don't make those incorrectly. I'd say at least half of them are just RN. There's a physician's assistant, several midwives, a couple more RNs. There's some secretaries, care techs, surgical techs, a nurse, and another surgical tech. Okay, so those that are different, I'm going to set aside for just a second so I don't lose them. And I'm going to go ahead and tag all of these RN ones. So basically this is what I have left. Now, if there were specific differences in fonts, thread colors and stuff, I would have that noted on here as well. There's not. They're all getting the same design. The only difference is going to be what's in the stethoscope, earpieces, and then obviously the name and the jacket itself that it's going on. Hi, everyone that's just joining us. Live chat. Hi, Megan. Yes, we are doing real well. I gave a little update earlier. We're actually all doing great right now. It's definitely been a rough spring. We've had lots of illnesses and stuff, which has really, to be honest, stressed me out. But otherwise, we are doing good, though. You know, I had my pins out here somewhere. I think I had to move them because I had a certain 3-year-old getting in my drawers because she can reach them now. So that's fun. All right, black XL. So I just straight pin them in like the collar of the jacket just to kind of keep them out of the way, but where I could easily access what needs to be on that specific jacket. All right, I need a large black. And this is how I pretty much do all of my bigger orders. Now, individual orders, I just go off of the actual order sheet, and I just put them in order, and I just reference the actual sheet. When I have this many of an order, this is the best way for me. Let's see. Large. Pink large. Another pink large. So for those of you who just joined us, what are you all up to this morning? I know Nancy's got a whole stack of work to do over there. Someone's keeping an eye on her, right, for me? She's sewing away. Liz. Working on tutus. Get back to work, ma'am. Get back to work, Miss Nancy. How many of those pants you got done? You have what, 11 to do today? 11? This also helps me make sure that I've got all the right jackets here. That is a lot of pants. I know she's got them all cut out though and ready to sew. You're trying some digitizers. Naomi, I've only used S&S, and they're good. Personally, I like digitizers that have a website where I can upload my stuff on a form online, pay it, or they digitize it and then I pay it, whichever. Either way is fine. And I don't have to private message them. That's my personal preference. Others will feel differently because they want the personal experience. I don't want to talk to people. No offense. I don't want to message people back and forth about it. I just want to send it to someone I know and trust and just have it done and uploaded for me. And then I can always go back to their website and re-download it if I need to. So I've used S&S. I like them. There's only been one time that I wasn't super happy with what I received back. And honestly, it was super intricate and that customer was a pain, to put it nicely. And I did end up sending it to Vitor Digitizing, and they actually were able to get me a much cleaner, right? A much cleaner stitch out and design. So I've been using them since. Nothing against S&S. They're about the same price-wise. So those are the only two I have experience with, to be honest. Anything super simple, I've actually been learning to do myself. But anything intricate or actual like businessy logos, I've been still sending off. That's not something I do a lot of personally. It's just not something I'm interested in, I guess. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tag these non-RN ones, but I am going to sort them out. So I have like ones together. CNM, 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 PAC, LPN. Okay. LPN is a black large. I'm going to set these in a separate pile. PAC is a navy large. Yeah, I've heard that Sebastian Molina is good too. Yeah, Naomi, I don't want to talk to people. I don't like messaging people, like, I don't know. That's just my personality. I don't like messaging people. I don't like doing stuff like that from like a business standpoint. I want to submit it and you do your side of the work and I do my side of the work and just be done with it. That's just a personal preference though. Yeah, that's pretty, Liz, that's pretty much in line with what I pay for a logo too, a left chest logo. It's 20 to 25 range. Peacock blue 3XO. And I always, pass that along to the customer as a one-time, I call it a one-time setup fee to get their logo set up. And then I explained to them I have to have it set up as an embroidery file the first time. And then after that, if you come back and you need additional, there won't be that setup fee again, unless it's something significantly different. Okay, pink 3XL. Yeah. Now you'll hear people, and I don't know the legalities of that, but you'll hear some people say, well, then they want the physical digital copy of their logo if they paid for it. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know the legalities of that, but I've never had it come up. But if they came back and asked and told me, hey, I paid for that logo, can I get the copy of it? I'd probably give it to them. Well, Liz, and that's where that comes in though. Like, but they've technically paid for it, so I'm 50-50 on that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to think about that if it ever came up. I've never had it come up though. So like I said, I don't do a lot of businessy stuff. It's just not where my interest is. A lot of if local people come to me, if I know them really well, I'll do it for them. But there's a couple of local places I already have their logo on file, and I do work for them. But as well as where my husband works, I do their stuff too. Privately, I don't go. I'm not like contracted through them, but if their employees bring it to me privately, I will do their logo. I have permission, but it's just that stuff's boring to me. I don't know. All right, y'all, this is really driving me crazy. It looks like y'all blurry. I'm gonna clean you off. Oh, so much better. Thank you. Yeah, Sarah, I am in a learning process, and I'm actually getting ready to take a course on digitizing. I've taken one in the past. I know the bare basics, but I'm not at a point where I'm comfortable doing stuff for anyone else yet either. There's just so much that goes into it that you don't think about, and then and that's designs or like actual logos. I think actual logos are sometimes harder than just, creative designs. You can see now? You couldn't see me before? Oh, the blurry, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Didn't realize my phone was that dirty before, and it was bothering me. But I didn't want to, wipe the screen either, but I had to. It was too hazy. It was driving me crazy. All right. Okay, everything's tagged. So, like I said before, this is probably going to be the real... I just pulled something off my machine, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it goes. We'll find out. All right. Oh, it goes right here. Little just cover thing. So there's that. All right, let me see if I transferred the design. Can y'all hear me over here? This, like I said, I'm not super confident that I'm on Bluetooth. Oh yeah, Sarah, that'd be rough. Lettering's a whole other thing. Let's see. I'm checking some settings over here and getting that machine. Oh yeah, Liz, that's tiny lettering. Yuck. But yeah, that is a significant portion of what I do all day, every day on these jackets. Okay, so let's go ahead and transfer a couple of these designs over. I know I have the RN one, and I have the nurse midwife one set up, looks like. My goal today is to get all these logos on here, or the stethoscope design, and then I'm going to go back and do the names later. I don't have any of the names set up, unless they would happen to be set up from the last time this group ordered. I didn't check, though. I knew it was one of those, if I don't go live, I'm not going to go live, so let's just jump on and do it. So, for now, I'm going to tiny tears, but that fits too. Absolutely, yes. Get my fast frames prepped. So if you've watched me in the past, you know I use masking tape, tearaway stabilizer, and fast frames for like 98% of what I do. I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change. I have mighty hoops. I love mighty hoops, but for what I'm doing, I actually still prefer fast frames. For me, it's quick and easy, and I can line them up a lot easier and faster without having to use the board. So I tape it onto the back. People have asked, how do you tell which side's the back? There you go. So when you put it on your machine, it goes on it like this. So this is how you can tell the back. There's like a divot down on the back. So that way it sits flat on the arm itself. That, and I can usually tell by how dirty mine are. So the front side where I spray adhesive spray gets pretty nasty with the jackets on it. The back side's much cleaner. If you have problems telling, I know when I first started, the difference was not as noticeable to me, I guess. I had trouble telling which side was which. So some of mine are actually marked. Like I just put a little mark on the front of them, so I know which one was which. And actually a lot of mine that I don't use frequently. Let me find one for you. Or some that I've got with a machine I bought used. The person wrote the size in permanent marker on, this would be the top of it, so the top that goes onto the machine. They wrote what size it is, which is actually kind of really smart, on the frame itself. So that's another way to indicate what's the front. Yeah, it's one of those, I could probably do this portion in my sleep now, so I don't have these all marked. These are all 6x6 for reference. I have 12 or 13 of them nowadays, but yeah, I remember way back when I started with fast frames that I always had to like stop and think about, okay, which is the front, which is the back. Like I said, nowadays they're so dirty and I could do this in my sleep. I don't have a problem, but I could see where could trip someone up easily, having been there myself. Yeah, Sarah, see? Yep, I completely understand that. Nah, have to mark them. Like I said, I don't have to anymore, but there was a day I did have to do that. Y'all, I've been doing this for 11 years now. I can't even believe it. I've been on Etsy selling embroidered stuff since 2012. I started in 2011 and my shop in 2011, and I just started embroidery in 2012. It's crazy to me. Where has the time gone? Time is it? Almost 11 and I haven't even started. Awesome. Okay, that's enough to get started. It's not all of them, but that's enough to get started. I'm going to grab a highlighter so I can mark off as I go, just so I can kind of keep track of where I'm at. Let's see here. Get you where you can see all three machines. So, very minor difference, but I still have both my 10 needles. One over here and now one over there. I put the 6 needle in the middle of them, and that's so I could have just a little bit more counter space off to the side of that 10 needle, because I did have it like right here and then the other one kind of further down. I miss having counter space in between them, but I like this setup. I've had them set up like this in previous locations, like a different office. But I like that because it gives me more counter space, excuse my mess, over there, especially since I have a big plotter cutter that I was supposed to do a video on a long time ago. Coming soon. We'll see. But that gives me more counter space over there to do things, spread things out, which is nice. But it compromises the counter space over here. So you win and lose. But you'll notice the 6 needles there in the middle now, just because it's a little bit smaller. My poor little 6 needle on my, I had this big like 50-piece order right before Christmas. That was the last order I needed to do to finish to be done before Christmas for the year. And it went down. It stopped working. It would actually physically run, but I could tell sound-wise it wasn't running correctly, and stitch-wise, like there was something wrong. It just wasn't stitching cleanly. It wasn't everything, just like the satin stitches looked so much whiter on it. And it sounded terrible. So I put off taking it in for like 6 weeks and just didn't use it. Yes, Nancy, I'll get started. So I put off using it for like 6 weeks, and I finally got up the nerve to call the dealer and be like, hey, I need it serviced, and took it up there, and I had finally killed the motor in it. So Old Six Needle has a brand new motor, but it also has, like, you know, I don't even know how many millions of stitches on it, so. 166 million stitches. So, and most of those are on the old motor. Only 16 hours worth of that is on the new motor so far. So, yeah, that actually wasn't terribly costly. It cost just a little bit more. Plus, he threw in the servicing with it, so it actually didn't end up costing me nearly as much as I thought it would. Motors, they can still get for these old machines. It's if the screen or any of the digital things go out, you're pretty much got a big old heavy paperweight. Unless you can find a used part off of a machine. But yeah. So Old Six Needle's still running. Hopefully she's good to go for another 166 million stitches again. Alright, none of my machines have the colors I need. That's fun. So we get to thread everything again. Alright. I'm going to get a couple hooped up here, and then we'll get them started one by one. Like I said, this is going to be the real test on my technology to see if we have everything hooked up correctly on Bluetooth. I did not use StreamYard this time because I've struggled to get my Bluetooth to work with it. So we're trying a different route today. We'll see if that has made a difference. That's been my other hang up with coming live is audio. So yes, new life for the Old Six Needle. Old Bessie is her name. Old Bessie. She's fully ready to roll for a while. I found, and then I ended up talking myself out of, yeah, I don't think I'm on Bluetooth either. I found another used Six Needle that was slightly newer than that one, but still like that old model style. And then I backed out because I was too chicken. And honestly, I haven't been taking the order, so it didn't really make sense to get it. Yeah, Nancy, I just don't know what to do to fix that. It's like I don't have setting options here on my phone. So I'm going to guess y'all are going to hear machines here in a few minutes, and then I don't know what we're going to do. Going to be a pain in my tush apparently this morning. This one is the machine that still needs to go in to get serviced. The other two have been serviced for the year. So if someone's going to cause me stress, it's going to be this one right here. see if that's better. That was a terrible sounding noise. If y'all didn't hear that, I don't know what that was. Give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? Something break and I have to have it serviced anyways. We're gonna go with that today. Like I said, it needs service. It's 100 miles each way to the service center, so I don't like going. He has been kind enough in the past to do same-day servicing. We did not do that last time. I've made 2 trips up. One to drop off, one to pick up. Like I said, that takes your whole day. And 100-mile car rides with little kids is just not something I'm terribly fond of doing. And to be honest, I don't really have the time right now. So, let's see. I'm going to get this file all set up on all 3 machines. I will have to change out thread, which just reminds me that someone asked me about thread, what brands of thread I use. Who asked that? Naomi. You can pretend, Liz, you can pretend it's the sound of your machine. Yeah. So Naomi, I use a big mixture of threads. I use Madeira. I'm not crazy over it like some people are. It's a little expensive for what you get. There's others I like better. Yeah, no, Naomi, it's really not. My preference, however, is, let's see, this is Madeira. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I use it for certain colors. If I need to order from All Stitch and I need a few different kinds, certain colors, I go ahead and order it. I have no problems with it. It's nothing against it. My favorite is what's called KingStar. It's not one you hear about often. It used to be a more inexpensive option than Madeira. Now it's like just as much, if not more, than Madeira. So I've kind of gotten away from it a little bit too. But if I'd had to pick a favorite just from a looks and color option, KingStar. You can see how shiny it is. And this is polyester. It's all polyester. That's all I'll use. I don't use rayon just for the risk of the color bleeding. The other one that I use a lot of, it used to be Sigma through Metro Embroidery, but I found by accident that Exquisite is the exact same thing. It's just rebranded. Like the numbers and everything match up. So when Metro stopped carrying that, I switched over to Exquisite. There's a few select colors I have not been able to find a match in another brand, including Madeira. So I do use Exquisite for certain shades still, like this pink and the blue. For my jackets, I don't want to switch that because I've been using the same colors for so long. And like this order here, this is a reorder from someone that ordered from me back in 2018. I don't want to switch thread colors on them. So I do use Exquisite for certain colors that I like. And then, so that covers most of what I use. Like I said, KingStar's mostly, Exquisite for very certain colors. It is more affordable than either of those 2 options. And then here lately, I went back to, let me see if I can find some. Not that one. Most of them that I use are on my machine. So let me see if I can find one that's not. Okay, it's a small, this is a small spool, but this MetroPro, so Metro Embroidery, I like this too. It's a lot cheaper, and they ship really fast, so that's good for me. So certain colors I use Metro, especially if I'm just trying to find like one certain color, or I need just a small amount. I like these because they're super cheap, and I can I don't feel bad ordering, 3 different shades of gold to find the one I want. And then I will order the big spools when I need more. So I do use MetroPro Thread as well. So I use what, 4 or 5 different kinds. Did that answer a question, or did that cause more questions? But Exquisite's what I use for these jackets because it matches what I've used in the past, and I don't like switching. I have just a couple other random brands in here too that, and I've tried something out and blah blah blah. I know a lot of people use that candle thread. I've just never used it. I've just never ordered. I haven't had a need to. Yes, exactly, Nancy. Not a fan. Now, all 3 times I made the trip, I only took my 3-year-old, who does do pretty well in the car. I did not take the baby because she would scream the whole way. Do you use the 60 weight for your smaller fonts or just stick with the 40 weight? I just stick with the standard 40 weight for most things. I do have some of the 60 weight. I've tested it on a couple of the small fonts that I have, and maybe it was the font and the way it was digitized, or how, the size of it. I did not like it. But I do keep it on hand in case I would need it. If I do something with really intricate lettering and I don't like how the 40 weight's stitching, I've tested the 60. I've used it on a couple orders, but I think it's more the digitizing on the font I was using. It just didn't work. Naomi, I'm not sure on that either. I've never really used rayon. I learned early on, back when I very, very first started and had just the PE 700. I had one time just bought in Joann's rayon, a red rayon, and I didn't know the difference between rayon and polyester then. It bled, and I had like 4 customers come back and say, it bled, and I'm like, I learned my lesson. I've never used rayon after that because I don't want to risk it bleeding. Polyester should not bleed. Rayon, I don't know. I don't know if that's with all rayon, just red, just, I've heard other people say the same thing though, that they've had experiences with it bleeding, so I just don't use it. Hey Michelle, good morning, afternoon. Yeah, it'll probably be almost afternoon for you. Yes, I've heard a lot of people like that candle thread. Like I said, I haven't had a need to reorder anything, and I like what I have, so. Ooh, yeah, Sarah, 6 hours sounds terrible. So we actually leave on Sunday for vacation, and it's going to be our first vacation and travel experience with both of our girls. I'm nervous, very nervous. It's about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive to the airport, and then a 2-hour flight. We have not flown with kids before. We've flown out of this airport. It's a smaller airport. Yeah, so I'm nervous. I'm a little bit of a nervous flyer anyways, and then, yeah, flying with kids just adds to that. All right, I gotta get to work, y'all. I could talk all day, but let me go ahead and get these started. All right, this is number 22 for Jen. Like I said, y'all, this is gonna be the real test. I hope you can still hear me after this. Alright, that portion's good. You're gonna have to thread this one. It does not have pink or blue. There's pink. There's blue. So for threading this machine, I can thread it manually if I have to, but I don't. I prefer just to cut off the thread and tie it. I'm sure there's some sort of special knot you could use that'd be a lot faster, but I just do the simple knot 3 times because I'm Not all fancy. And then my thread breaks like that. Okay, that's fine. So go ahead and thread those. So just pull the thread all the way through and thread it. All right, one down. Should we go ahead and start this one and see if y'all can hear me? Here we go. Let's see if that works. Yeah, Sarah, I'm kind of worried about that too, especially since we've all kind of had like ongoing allergy, sinusy stuff for a long time. Laura, I love flying over long car rides because I get terribly motion sick, so I don't like long. Where we're going would be a 16-hour car ride, and I'm not up for that by myself, let alone with 2 kids. So we are flying, but yeah, I'm terrified of that too. Yes. Yeah, I've actually already bought her a sticker book, and I'm still like, I very well might order her a tablet just for this trip. Honestly. Yeah. Same, Nancy. I think I'll always be anxious when flying, but at the same time, I prefer to fly over road trip, so. But can y'all hear my machine? That's the question. Can y'all hear me or just my machine? Because we're about ready to get number 2 rolling. Okay, that one's awesome. Girls hid it from me. Well, let's down a new one. I'm gonna guess it's probably under my counter somewhere, or under, like, back underneath my center. My girls love my pink thread, and I take off with them. But I don't have my kick plates on my cupboards yet, so. You can still hear me though. Hopefully I'm okay. Okay, you can hear me. Well, when the machines are running, I'm going to be over here anyways, so. Yeah, the Lazy Susan. For all of you that can't see it very well, I guess. I have my machine on, or my thread on the Lazy Susan. It's honestly not my favorite. I kind of wish I had it on a pegboard, but it serves it's here. I didn't know what else to put in it. It serves its purpose, but little hands can reach it, is the only thing. Yeah, I just saved it in support. So, as long as it's not too loud for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and just work, and I'll talk over here. gives me stress today. It's gonna be this one right here. It's threaded. Let's see if it's gonna work. There we go. Now what are you doing? They're all running. All right. Yeah, that is one good thing. One thing about it, Naomi. We have a lot of dust here because we live out in the middle of nowhere. But I mean, I guess the colors I use all the time probably wouldn't get any dustier than they're going to get sitting on the machines. My machines get really dusty. I think honestly, I would probably like to have something that covers the machines, but yeah, I don't. Are you, Nancy, are you like batching them? Like doing all the legs all at the same time? Oh, that's a good idea, Chris. All right, I got 22, 21, and 19 going. So I'm just going to keep, what I do is I just mark them off as I go, just so I kind of have a running tally of what I've got left. So I'm going to get, while these are running, they take 17 minutes each. And it's because they have, it's a script lettering that's actually pretty long, is what takes a decent portion of that. But the names should be quick and easy. The names will only take about 3 to 5 minutes each, depending on length. So those are just more labor intensive. Like for all of my items, I've got tearaway on my frames. I use just a piece of 6x6 poly mesh. If it's a super dense design, especially on these stretchy jackets, I will use 2 pieces of poly mesh. I don't like it, but I do use a piece of spray. I wish I could find a way that I like to not use it, but I haven't found a way I love. So I still use this. I use the Gunold KK100. It's the most cost-effective I've found. It's not as tacky as some of the others. What you can't see off screen is I actually have this really nasty old trash can with a lid, and I hold the piece of thing down in there and spray in there to kind of cut down on what gets out into the air in the room and on stuff in the room. So it prevents all overspray, but it significantly helps. But I'm gonna tell you, that thing gets nasty. It gets really nasty. Like it's due for a scrubbing or a replacement. So I'll spare y'all the ugliness of that. And then you see me spray it out here in the open. I do that for too, even though I shouldn't. So. Did you watch an ad during the live? What are you up to? What are you up to, YouTube? Sorry, Michelle. I'll have to look at the settings on I don't feel like you should make me watch an ad anymore. I've never heard of that before either, but sorry guys, I will adjust that in the future. No, if you're watching a replay, I understand it, but during an actual live, why is it interrupting to do an ad? That's on me. That's probably a setting I didn't know existed that I needed to turn on. So, I'll look into that. I've never, like I said, that's on me because I didn't know to turn it off, I guess, because I didn't know it would do that on a live. On regular videos, yes, there are ads. That's how YouTube pays me, honestly. If I'm being totally upfront, I don't make a lot, but pennies here and there, and pennies do add up after a while. I don't make a lot from YouTube. It's not an income really, but it gives me a little bit of spending money to use on stuff to buy and like show you guys new things. That's how I look at it right now. You haven't seen any ads here, so that's good. I don't know. I have YouTube Premium because when my daughter's working down here with me, my 3-year-old, she likes watching YouTube on my desktop, and I was getting annoyed with having to go skip the ad for her because she would get upset that there was an ad in the middle of her songs. That's usually what she watches, songs or Coco Melon or something. So I would have to go over there and skip it for her, and I got annoyed, so I started paying YouTube Premium. So I don't get ads ever, but exactly, Nancy. Yeah. So I don't see the ads, and I guess I didn't know that was a thing on lives that I needed to turn on. So I apologize. That's my fault. I will look into that. But thanks for letting me know because I would not have known. So. Yeah, Nancy, that other basting spray is really gunky, but yeah. And now that I'm so spoiled with having YouTube Premium, I don't think I would want to not have it. At first, I did not want to pay for it because why would I want to pay for it? But trust me, it has been worth it if you have a kid. Right now, I wish I had an extra machine, but like I said, I really have cut back on what all I'm working on, so 95% of the time it wouldn't make sense to think about that right now. Those are going, I'm just going to go ahead and prep the next set of fast braids. I seem to be missing. I'm missing a fast braid. How does one displace it? What would that be? I should have an even amount so I'd have 3 or 4 for each machine, but my number's off here. There's another set of 3. 3. And I have 2. I should have another set of 3. like to see more of from me? Would you like to see lives? Would you like to see like the Work With Me vlogs? Or would you like to see like specific tutorials on just different things? Embroidery or craft related things. I've got some ideas planned out for myself, but if that's not what y'all want to see, then there's no sense in me doing that. What type of things are you still watching and looking for on YouTube? Yes. Oh, it's just not showing me any of your all's. Tutorials, vlogs, anything. Like a mix. Yes, 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 all of it. Okay. Mix it is. Which is pretty much what I was going to do anyways. But I do have a couple videos planned. Like I said, I had to take the time away from doing orders to have the time to do this. I've been definitely making some changes in the background, doing some things, meeting with a group of other business owners to try to figure out, what is it that I want to do and where do I want my business to go. And I think the one thing of clarity I'm getting out of that is that working on 9,000 Etsy orders is not what I want. So, hello Chaz, good morning. Or at least not in this season because, yeah. Kids, and I just don't have time to. If I paid for daycare and I had a daycare spot for my kids, I mean, that would probably be a totally different discussion, but daycare is very hard to come by where I'm at, and I mean, I could make up for the difference in the cost of daycare if I was able to run my business full time easily, I think, but do I want to? That's the thing. Would that make me happy? And I think the answer is no. So, like I said, I have taken a step back from a lot of orders. Not hustling that side of things like I used to. Still taking some here and there. I am probably still going to open my Etsy shop back up to have some income, but I am working on side projects. Nothing I'm ready to share yet, but some things, some things. One down. Number 2, almost done. This one is number 6. Show me my comments. Yeah, wholesale corporate. I don't know. I don't have advice for that because that's not what I do. But I mean, I do big orders, but those are people that have found me through Etsy. This one specifically, like I said, they've ordered 3 or 4 big orders before. The most recent one was 2018. So 4 years ago when they just came back and ordered another big order. So yeah. So for orders like that, I should have another big order coming at the very beginning of June. I've already talked to someone else. They're going to go ahead and I told her I wasn't taking many orders right now, but I'm more than happy to continue taking orders for those I've worked with in the past. But since we're going on vacation starting this weekend, she said she would just wait until June to do the order, but she's going to go ahead and start collecting things on her end and just have it ready to submit when I'm back in the office a little bit more. So that's my push to get this order done in the next couple days because we're leaving next Sunday for vacation. The beach. I need the beach. I need my beach time. So, since these have a little bit longer run time and I have some downtime in between, I am just going ahead and trimming up any little thing, anything that I can do to help myself at the end of this order. So, thankfully it doesn't take a lot of trimming in here, but just cleaning up the back. This is about how much I clean up the back. I don't pick every teeny tiny little thing out, just I trim off most of it, do a nice rounded edge around the design. And then just for myself to line up the name, I'm going to go ahead and zip the jacket back up. So that way when I go to line up the name, it's already zipped and ready for me to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stack them off to the side. If you were here with me at the beginning, you remember I tagged them all. So like this one is going to say Live RNBSN on it. So when I go to do names later or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, I don't have to reference my list and find, okay, what medium black that has R in it and kind of search through. I know what name goes on it. It's right here. And that is just one thing I've always done on big orders that's helped me significantly. I do double check everything still before I start it, just to make sure I didn't put it in the wrong pile or something. Line it up. Start. That's the nice thing about these big orders, and especially like those corporate orders you guys are talking about. It's just you can just run them, which is nice. It's definitely time saving. To me, it gets boring. Yes, Nancy, I need some vitamin C in my life. It's been 4 years since I've been to the beach, and I need to go back every year. Especially after winter here in Illinois, I'm ready. I am ready for some warm sunshine. I think that will help me tremendously. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim these up and then get the next set prepped as well. Now see, this one was stitched on the funny thing is, here's a funny fact. I have all three brother machines. Technically the 210 needles are the exact same machine. They're both 1000 E's. They all stitch the exact same file, just a tiny bit different. See, I have some jump stitches here that I didn't on that last jacket. That's, to me, is... Now, I don't remember if I pulled this one off the 6 needle or the 10 needle, but... Fun fact! Each machine, even if they're the exact same, they're their own unique, self-being machine, whatever you want to call them. They all do things a little different. And I will tell you, each one of these machines has its own quirks. Yeah, Nancy, you live close. I would have to go more if I was you. Yeah, it's a 16-hour car ride for us to where we're going. And that's probably the closest, like, mean, we could go to like a beach closer, like Lake Michigan type beach, but no, that's not the same to me. I need my vitamin C. We are going to like the Gulf area in Florida. It's 80 degrees in North Carolina. We had our first like summery weather day here yesterday. The humidity, the sun, the heat. Love it. Yes, I will be complaining about the humidity in summer, but oh, I'm so ready for it. What are you doing, Christine? Alright, it's got itself all twisted. I don't even know how that happened, but that's not acceptable. I wonder if it's the thread. Alright, so let's see. I've got it on my own. Alright. Here we go. See you later, Laura. Even though you're probably already left. Do you feel better? Liz, let's not start with that yet. Ma'am. Naomi, I don't swim with creatures usually either, but I do love the beach. I feel like I'm like southern at heart. Like I need to move south from here. I live in Illinois and I'm not for cold weather. It's not for me. The cold, dark, dreary winter takes a toll on me every year, mentally and physically. Like I don't feel good all winter. I'm not a happy person in the winter. I want somewhere where I can get some sunshine and some warm weather all year round. But that's not where I'm at, so we'll do the best we can. Hello, Simone. Liz, yeah, well, you know, and if I lived in the South where I was in the super, super heat year round, you know, maybe I'd feel otherwise, but I know. Give me 80s to 90 every day. I think I would be pretty happy. Plus that saltwater humidity is just so different than Illinois humidity. Nancy, ma'am, are you working? That's what I want to know. Are you working? Really? Nope, winter's not for me. I mean, snow's pretty, but I can admire that in the picture. You better be, ma'am. Yes. If I could get my husband talked into moving to Texas, I would. I don't think I would ever get him talked into it, though. Yeah, no, I'm not a snow fan. We live just far enough south in Illinois, like, we don't get a ton of snow all winter. We always get some. Some winters we get a lot. Last winter, like, we didn't have hardly any, which was okay for me. But I'm not a winter person. Like I said, it's just the cold, the dreary, the being stuck inside. It just takes a toll on me mentally and physically. I kind of get a touch of self-diagnosis of that seasonal depression, and no. Not a fan. lucky break. Wait, what? What? Yes! Stanley's getting replaced. A Brother inkjet. I didn't know Brothers made inkjets. I've had a Brother laser printer before, which I loved until I decided to not feed it anymore. Stanley's getting dragged into the alley. Yeah. I've got several printers stacked up here that are neat drop kicked somewhere that have been replaced. So I feel you. Starting to make a dent on my list. That's what a personality is like. Hopefully it's pretty easy going and, doesn't cause you stress. I was very hesitant to make the switch to Epson too, but I've had an Epson that I hated in the past. But yes, mine was a workhorse and I hated that thing. But these Epson Eco Tanks, I like. I haven't used my Sawgrass for sublimation since I got this Epson Eco Tank. I was worried about switching from a Sawgrass that does its own maintenance to keep it from getting clogged to the Eco Tank that you just need to print on theoretically on a regular basis. I'll be honest, I don't print on mine on a regular basis. I kind of go through spurts, and every once in a while I do need to run a couple head cleanings to get it going again, but that was after I let it sit for 2 months. So I'm impressed with it. I wish I wouldn't have been so stubborn and made the switch sooner, because the price of those Sawgrass inks will not be going back to those. If I do a lot of sublimation and switch over to a lot of sublimation, I may like upgrade to like the actual Epson sublimation printer. But for now, that EcoTank 15,000, I love it. Glad I staked it out and finally found one a little over a year ago. Took forever to find one in stock. I know they're probably not as hard to find now. And then my just standard printer, I switched to EcoTank as well, and then it was fun. That's good, Liz. Like I said, the only experience I have with a brother, that was why I got rid of it. It was years after I had it, and it was a laser brother printer. But it was the feed that eventually. Ma'am over there decided to unthread herself. Anyone else have a machine that likes to act up as soon as you prick your back? I got two sassy pin needles that do that. Oh, Stanley's a workhorse. Worthless, yeah. Yeah. 0 out of 10 stars on those workhorse. Not a fan. I never had good luck with mine. It's got thread stuck in the bottom. Top. It'll clear itself. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It's gonna go for us. Okay. Liz. What else you buying, Liz? I call it taxes. What else you buying, Liz? Look at these. Yeah. We need to know now. You already done paddled on yourself? Oh my god, that's a freaking massive spider. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is, but it's dead. I don't like spiders. And that one was like... I need thermal labels and a memory card. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's the cost of doing business, right? That's how I look at those type of purchases. That was the biggest spider I've ever seen in here, and I am terrified now. Like, legit terrified. Heart attack level. But I could, that's one of those, I did not want to kill it. It was not going, it was not living in here because I did not want it out of my sight. No. Oh, hello, Diamond Boutique. Sorry y'all got to listen to me scream like a little baby girl, like a little kid. He's not on my shoulder. He's dead. He's dead. And he don't have any friends. I'm convincing myself of that. Convincing myself of that. Still got the heebie-jeebies over that one. I just killed like the most massive spider I've ever seen in my life, other than, you know, crawling around in my office. They don't come in my office. Nancy Bam, nope, he don't have any friends. He looks like a very friendless spider. Oh, Michelle, that was not exciting. That was terrifying. I about had a heart attack like just behind y'all. That is part of living in the middle of nowhere is, yeah. We have some creepy crawlies and we have some other unnamed animals that slither around outside that I just pretend don't exist because, nope, I don't do them. And like little bitty spiders, let me tell you, I'm not terrified of them. I do not want them in my house. You know? Yeah, no, that's why this one did not live about this. I'm not one of those that takes them outside, because if he got inside at one point, he's gonna come inside again. No, thank you. Hello. He didn't have any friends. He looked like a very friendless spider. He don't have any friends. Not the big. Nope. Yeah. We don't even live in town, so I mean we're not far outside of town, but we have a field on one side of us, we have a pond on the other, and then across the main road is all farm fields too. So of subject. What is everyone doing today other than killing spiders? I'm gonna make my husband go get spray for these when he gets home because I don't do those. Like I said, a daddy long leg or a small spider is one thing, but a big old nasty looking thing like that, nope. That's it. You need a daddy that lives in the boonies. Yes, you do. So I know Nancy's working on all those bells over there. How they coming along, Nancy? Check-in time. How's it going? you. Oh, I can read it from across the room. Okay, y'all, I'll show you if you don't judge my desk. Okay? Okay. I can see you all. I can read it. Yay! Because I can't. It doesn't stay up here long enough for me to read. And then I have to keep like scrolling, and then y'all see my finger swiping at you. So. Oh, come on. Well, I'll be honest with you, most of the mess is down below because I threw it all under there before I came on live. Got any extra updates? Nope. Okay. And my battery. All right. Very. Y'all, I promise you can't see the mess. Y'all ain't looking. It's really not that bad. I cleaned everything up a couple weeks ago because it's just starting to like stack up. Does anyone else do that? It's just you put stuff off to the side and it's just stacking. Yeah. Clutter gives me anxiety, and I have a lot of clutter in here right now. So I need to really like thin things out and stack. Baby cuddles. Yeah, I'll be honest, y'all. I cleaned up before I got on live because, like I said, I needed the surfaces to work on, for one, obviously. And then two, I didn't want to be tripping over toys. And I don't work well in complete clutter chaos, but there's a lot of it. That lady took off with a wheelchair. That's funny. So what you're saying is you got it from your mama. thumbs up on her. Alright. I got the skin in one already. I need LPS. Putting the right thread colors on my software, so that way when I transfer it, most of my 2/6 needles recognize the colors, except sometimes black. It likes to mess with me. But and that's when I set them in So What Pro. I don't know what the difference is between saving it in So What Pro and saving it in Brilliance. But when I save it in So What Pro with the correct colors, and then I pop it over to my machine, I just transfer it, it recognizes the colors correctly, and I don't have to assign the colors. So that's fun. My 6 needle does not do that. Okay. File. Save as. We're going to take that LPN version. So I save all my files. Nancy has made fun of me in the past because my file names are like yay long, how I save them. But I save them so I can go into File Explorer on my computer and I can search with just a few keywords, and I can almost always find the design I'm looking for that way. Another way I organize my files is for like working files like this for specific groups or things like that. I can look back and I saw that this person ordered in May of 2018. So I looked in May and June. I apparently actually finished the order in June of 2018. So I found the June folder, but June of 2018's folder, and I found a file that was this person's name, group order, maternal child health, the name of the font, all the things. And then I already had all the different files set up, like for the stethoscope designs. Now I've had to go in and change a few of them because they've had a few different titles that they needed this time compared to last time. But yeah, fun. That's the fun side tip is be very specific in your titling. Even if it makes your titles, this long, it seems like on there, but you can go search for them that way. And then the other thing, like I said, is actual order files. I save by month and year. So everything from May 2023 is going to be in a folder. So if I see someone's ordered in the past, I can go pull their file that I used last time. It just helps me be consistent, for one. And two, I don't have to set it up again. That does mean I have a lot of the same files saved, like probably hundreds of times, but that's a trade-off, I guess. I do want to create eventually a master folder that has just like the standard ones I offer and the standard fonts, so I don't have to always reset those or like copy and paste them into the new folder. But maybe some year I'll get around to that. I keep saying I'm going to do that, but... And it would be super fast and easy to do it. I just haven't done it. Liz, buy a design. I just buy a design and hope I haven't bought it before. Okay, so applique designs, I am very guilty of that. I save like files that I purchase on my hard drive, and after I lost all my files from my laptop crashing a couple years ago, I used to save them by like categories. So I'd have like Christmas designs and Halloween designs and whatever. I had a whole list of categories, which was great. But I've started saving them by designer this time around, and I think I like that better. Because I can still use the search feature in my folders to see, like if I wanted to look at just Christmas. Unknown number, sorry. Calling me. But I can always search through if I'm looking for something specific, you know, by like a keyword or a title or something. Problem is that if it's not named something that you would search for, then you kind of can't find it. But I have a very visual memory, I guess, like kind of like that photo memory. So that does help me sometimes. I can kind of just remember seeing what I have. So that's nice. That helped me a lot in school, I will say. Random fact. LPN set up now. We also need to switch out my machines because they're all ready. But let me get one more set up because I'm going to start some of these others. File, merge, PAC. Okay, I need to make that a little smaller. Yeah, Michelle, I like the consistency of it. Like I said, it does make it more professional if you're 100%, you know, doing the exact same thing every time. A lot of people also keep like specific notes for certain customers, like on things they prefer, and I do that as well. Since most of my stuff's through Etsy, I mean, I add in, they have that option where you can add like a private note onto previous orders or just the customer now after they've ordered. And I do utilize that quite a bit. Like, and I'm not talking, you know, it's things like this customer wants their logo on the left or the right instead of the left and the name on the opposite side. Like I have a couple people, or I'm very specific about they want this shade of green. So I put in, you know, I used this brand and this color of green. Just so I can be consistent in the future when they're ordering, and I don't have to look up those details again and search through conversations and things. So that's helpful too, is just to keep detailed notes. Anything that makes it easier for yourself in the future, basically. All right, am I not updating? Okay. All right, PAC's done. I already have C&M. All right, those are going to have 2. We have a couple that are PST. Let's do those real quick. File, merge. Those other ones are going to take some finagling, which I don't want to do. But I have to do, but I don't want to do right now. So there's 2 on here that are going to be difficult, so I'm going to save those for last. I will come back and probably set up those files and do those very last. Maybe we'll see how long I'm able to stay on live. Okay. I am going to have to take a little break here in just a few minutes. Let's see. Go get my water, grab a snack, something. The cuddle monsters win. At least stuff's getting printed. Yeah, those cuddles, I tell you. And honestly, that's why I ended up shutting my shop down. For now, is every time I turned around, that's what they needed, and I'm trying to remind myself that, you know, that's my role right now. And that's what I gotta do. That's what's important. So, gotta do lunch soon anyways. Yeah, same. I'm getting a little shaky. All right, I'm gonna move my laptop back over and transfer these to my machines. For those of you that are new, I do not use USB sticks, even though I had to dig one out earlier. But to transfer my designs, I have all my machines hooked up via USB cable to what are those called? Like a USB tower over here by my laptop. And then so when I plug that into my laptop, it pops up, and they look like a flash drive or a thumb drive would. And I can just copy and paste my files into those, and they're automatically on my machines that way. And for me, that's just as easier than transferring a thumb drive around. When I'm done with a file, I can just delete it off of the... Where did my LPN go? Did I not save it? Of course I didn't. I can just delete it off of the same way I transferred it over. And then I'm good to transfer. The only limiting factor on that is that it can only save so many. It's around 25 to 30 depending on the file size. But honestly, I don't want to scroll through more than that anyways on the screen on my machine. So I just send a set over at a time, essentially. Alright, I got those new ones done. Transfer them to all 3 machines. Alright, I'm going to get everything going again. And then I'm probably just going to, if y'all are still good, I'm going to just take a little break to run and grab myself a snack. Alright, let's get all of everything going again. Number 2. Number 4. And number 7. Okay, 2, 4, and 7, I believe. 2. And I only do that just so I can keep track of kind of what I'm working on, what I'm not, or what I've got left to do, what I've already done. Okay, so get these all done. Alright, I'm probably going to stay on for a few minutes, but I'm going to step out of the room and, like I said, just go get a drink, go do all the things, grab myself a little snack. Y'all are welcome to stay, y'all are welcome to come back, whichever. Kid getting droopy, yeah. I actually slept last night, the baby slept last night, so I'm actually feeling good, and I've had my kick of caffeine today, so feeling pretty good. Alright, taking this out, I'm going to step away, go get something to drink. I'll let y'all watch the machines run, I guess, and I will be back in like 5 minutes or so, maybe less. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be right back. So hang on. buy some and I'll probably be in and out of the screen to eat, because, yeah. But, yeah, we're just hanging out today. Has Miss Nancy ever made it back yet? They offer frozen to-go meals, like pre-made. I pulled one of those out today and threw it in the crock pot this morning. It's chicken, broccoli, rice casserole. That's what's for supper here. Air hockey and cider for dinner tonight. Burger night. Ooh. That sounds good. I think we're having burger night one night this week. It's just it's super windy out here right now. We actually have a couple local businesses that do that here in Liz, which is awesome for our small community. Now, I will say that there are one place offers some healthier options. The other two places, it is more your, comfort food, the stuff that freezes easily, but I order a couple of them here and there, stash in the freezer, and then it's nice to pull out on a night where you need something easy. They're quick and easy, but you do have to kind of plan ahead. Like I said, the one tonight is we throw it on crock pot, in the crock pot on low for 5 to 6 hours. So that's not too bad, but you do have to think about it before supper time. Some of the others, though, they have you thaw it and then bake it for 30 to 40 minutes. So again, you have to plan that out and have it ready or already thawed out. Quick and easy, but you do have to plan ahead. Local business that did that every single week. You could buy the 5 meals per week. We always only bought 2 or 3 at a time, just based on what they had. Because we have our own meat course, so we didn't buy the ones that were just a straight meat entree. It was more the casserole, the baked type items. And I always just figured, I don't strongly budget, but I always just mentally budgeted that as part of my food expense, or grocery expense is how I justified it. I didn't look at it as an addition to. I was buying less groceries, when we were buying the it did really even out. It's maybe a little bit more expensive that way, but we were eating out less. So, in reality, it probably was saving us money. That was good. Like I said, it's not always the healthiest of options, but I'll still take a good home-cooked comfort food meal over, fast food. tried an actual meal delivery service. Some of it looks too fancy for what we eat here. We don't eat anything super fancy out of the ordinary. We're not very adventurous. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Yes, that too. If I have a 3-year-old that eats chicken nuggets or chicken nuggets. So even like this meal I'm making tonight, my 3-year-old will not unfortunately eat. Ooh, that sounds good. See, I always think stuff like that sounds good, but then when I go to cook or think of meals myself, I never think of anything that interesting. Well, hey, at least, you know, it's not just my kids. Like I'm not joking, I need to buy stock in dinosaur chicken nuggets. They have to be the dinosaur kind of. But my almost 1-year-old still eats just about anything I put in front of her. But so did my oldest at that age. So I'm just waiting for the day where the pickiness starts. It's like I'm just waiting for it. I know it's gonna happen. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I know. I can't get that lucky. It's gonna happen. PB&J's are classic. She's got good taste. Absolutely. I actually had a peanut butter and jelly for lunch the other day. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, maybe? I don't know. We got home and I was just like, you know what? It was lunchtime when we got home and I'm like, I'm not cooking anything. We didn't really have like anything easy. Yeah. Never sent Michelle that Dino Nugget shirt from like 2 years ago. You bought your boss Uncrustables last year for his birthday. That's awesome. Nothing like an old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly. Alright, this is the last RN one. You know what? I'm going to put that on this machine because it's the one that's kind of a pain to change the design on. It's a little bit more of a pain because it has to be manually set up. So we'll start that one here so I don't have to change it. Now comes the... And I say hard part loosely. This is really not the hard part. A lot of these jackets are going to be like 1 for this design, 2 for that. So I've got to just be careful, pay attention to what I'm doing and stuff like that. All right, Naomi. Congratulations again on that Melco and have fun with your training. Yes. Oh, Michelle. Don't you love that? My 3-year-old has started custom ordering her shirts that I make. I'm not joking you. Custom ordering them from me. She tells me what style of shirt, what color shirt, and what she wants on it. And in what color. Like, she needed a certain bow mouse character sitting in a cozy coupe car on a shirt the other day. A couple weeks ago. That doesn't exist, so that got merged. Then, let's see, I made one with puppies the other day because she wants puppies. She loves anything with puppies right now. So, but yeah, this kid, she's got her preferences already. Did a salad for lunch. I can cook, but it's not my favorite. I love cooking. That I'm not like, My son says he's more like the home cooks, you know, home comfort foods, but not a fan of the cleanup. I don't like the cleanup part. Alright, so I'm gonna set these off to the side because I need to get some others. I've been chit-chatting and not working. These are the sanded ones. I'm going to put them all on one machine. Right, Michelle? Thankfully it's not every day, but it's been probably weekly that she has a very specific request. But, you know what? She's still wearing stuff that I made, and she's still willing to. So I'm going to take that as a win. The day will come when she won't, so I'll enjoy it until then. CNM, Certified Nurse Midwife. Is number 11. This one is number, I like to cross them off my list, 8. Just so I can visually see how far along I am. Lost my highlighter. Okay. The next two are CNN. They are going to go to this machine. I'm going to put them right here. Great. Who else do we have? PST. I'm missing that surgical tech. Yes, 3-year-old custom ordering. Yep, she's quite the little thing these days. 3 going on 13, I can tell you that. I joke that she's my toughest customer, or my most picky customer. For her birthday, she also custom ordered her birthday shirt, just how she wanted it. Down to the, like I said, the style of shirt. She knew what a bubble shirt was, and that's what she wanted. I didn't know that she knew what a bubble shirt or sweatshirt was. She did. Yes. I mean, if I was still doing a lot of kid stuff, I probably would. Honestly, the puppy one she made me do is really super cute. But this, I don't know, I'm like, oh, I should add this to my shop. It's so cute, blah, blah, blah. Then I got out on the machine and the stitch time was like 50 some minutes. And I'm like, never mind. One and done. But it's also because it's like a vintage stitch, and it was two. She had to have a mommy puppy and a baby puppy, not just, you know, one puppy. her next bestseller. Honestly, yeah, you're probably right. I should probably let her do that. But from a time standpoint, I've definitely taken a step back from the kid stuff just because time. I don't have time. Yeah, that's up there with the unicorn ones. Yeah, it was, and it was all stitching, vintage stitch. Like there was just so much stitching that, like, I think it was a lot of the starts and stops. So I think on a different machine it might have been faster, or if they had digitized it to be like a more of a straight run, it would have been a lot faster. But yeah, 15 minutes. Where's what you make for now? I could see that there's a day coming she's going to be like, no, I want to wear this. Right now, if it's not pink or it doesn't have pink on it, you're going to have trouble. Or puppies, something with puppies or kitties. You're probably going to have trouble convincing her to wear it. So, she knows what she likes. I know one day I'll be thankful for her strong-willed nature, right? I keep reminding myself of that. Getting through the list, y'all. We're getting through this. For the 6 needles. Hopefully my machine will still be running and I can wipe it up. You're gonna make some man go crazy, right? Rule the world one day if I can figure out how to help her wrangle in the strong-willed nature for good. He's finally back! I was wondering where you had ever snuck back in or not. So, how's the update? Where are you on your order, ma'am? Ma'am? You haven't missed anything. Yeah, that makes the day go so slow if you don't have anything to work on. stay busy. City crocheting. Oh, all sewn, tails tucked. Trying to start packaging, but I can't find my stacks of tags. Oh no.
Kids would sleep through the night, I would come down here this evening after they're in bed, and I would probably finish this up and knock it out and just stay up until it's done, but I know better than that. I know better. One and or both of them will be awake. those yet, Nancy? Lisa. It has been a long, long time. I'm hoping to be on more now, live and or videos. I can't promise lives very often because that requires both kids being out of the house, and that doesn't line up very often. But hoping videos here more soon, making some changes to make that hopefully a possibility. We'll see how it goes. No promises. Tip time. If you run multi-needle machines and you've had issues with your tension on the back, it could be your bobbin. I run just a piece of paper, corner piece of paper, whatever, underneath this little slit right here. You would be amazed at how much a teeny tiny bit of length under that will mess up your bobbin and all your tension. So, ever have bobbin tension problems or your bobbin thread showing on the front of your jacket or item, whatever you're embroidering. Check that first before you go mess with them. Super easy. Something that you would be amazed at any kind of movement, probably a problem that'll cause. Michelle, I learned that one shortly after getting a multi-needle. I learned that little tip, trick, whatever you want to call it. I thought my bobbin case had went bad because that was the only thing that fixed my tension issues, was getting a new or switching out the bobbin case. And someone's like, well, just clean it. And I'm like, really? That's all it took? Something so simple, like it makes such a big difference. Hi Melanie, yes, I'm so glad that I was able to jump on live today. It has been a long time, and I know that I basically have been kind of off of here for a year. It's been a long year. I'm hoping with some changes that I'm making that I'm going to be able to do some more lives and do some more videos. That's my plan, that's my intention. We'll see if that works. No promises, like I said, I'm still trying to adjust to some things, and yeah. Make some changes to where I have the time to dedicate to being here with you guys and making videos, being on live. I've also got some other projects I'm very excited to share coming up. I haven't really put those out there for anyone yet, so even some of y'all that think you know might not know. And no, you're not going to get the details out of me. I have gave hints, though. I have gave hints along the way. But see if you're paying attention. 7 p.m. there in the UK if you're live to talk live. I'm so glad that you were able to stop by today. Thanks for watching. Michelle, I just had to use a little brush trying to get a piece of fuzzy out, but I didn't think of a piece of paper. Yep. I used to use business cards just because they're a little bit firmer, but honestly, a lot of times you can use just a piece of paper to work too. Just whatever I have laying around usually. Stabilizer's usually not quite sturdy enough for me. I don't use a very firm stabilizer, but yeah, just a piece of paper, sticky note, folded in half. I like business cards, but I just didn't have any laying around and stuff. Yeah. A little fun fact today. I know I've shared that one before, but one of those tidbits that if you just didn't happen to catch it at that exact second when I shared it, four more jackets to go after the ones I just started are finished. So, checking along on these 22. Obviously, if I was, no offense, not on live, I would have got these. I would probably be done with them by now. But I really wanted to jump on live because, like I said, I don't think I've been live since last fall, and I haven't really been able to do videos either. I don't do well with little ones running around. My patience while trying to work just doesn't. Michelle, it's been that long. I haven't posted consistently for about a year. Brinley was born last May, and then I know I was live sometime last fall, late summer, early fall. She was a baby. So I brought her on for just a few minutes. I have not been live since. And I've done video. I have done some videos in between here and there, but I just haven't been consistent. I haven't found a good balance of life and work with two kids. But that one threw me for a loop, I will say that. Thought I had it all figured out with mine, but choose another story. That on top of, we had some schedule changes with my husband's work schedule changed, and I have a baby. Like I said, my 1-year-old is very a mama's girl who likes to be physically attached to me. So I've done lots of working with her in a carrier on me, which does not make for very good video recording. But yeah, Michelle, once they do get a little older, it'll probably be easier. That's my hope. I can work with my 3-year-old in here. It's hard to record with her in here. Sometimes she'll play in the playroom next door, and I can do a little bit better, but when she's wanting to be in here, she's wanting a certain song YouTube channel on, and yeah, I have that on the background of videos, and she doesn't understand that I can't have stuff playing, and I can't have her taking requests every 5 seconds for a different YouTube video in the back of my videos, so and I don't get an opportunity to record before or after they get up or go to sleep for the day, so one, because my youngest doesn't sleep. She's not consistently sleeping through the night yet. every time I even think about working after she's asleep for the night, she wakes up. Every time. Or I think about, oh, I'll get up and do some stuff before the girls are up. She wakes up. So, yeah. I don't even plan on doing that anymore. I don't even, honestly, most of the time I don't even put the effort to try. That's just the season of life and things change and that's okay. It's taken a lot of time for me to be okay with that, but I'm learning. I'm learning. Always and ever learning, changing process. Alright. Got a while. I'll grab my laptop and bring it over. That's how I can see your guys' comments. I've got my desktop screen connected to this computer. So I wirelessly connected. That desktop's pretty much worthless for anything else right now. It's so slow, it can't handle the software. But I can wirelessly connect that as like my second screen to my laptop. So that's nice. That's fun. Alright, I need to figure out how I'm going to put all this in on this other unit. Y'all want to see me try to do this on? I mean, I won't be able to share my screen because of how I'm live today, but y'all want the camera to see it? I don't know if it'll work or not. We can try. Let me move some stuff out of the way. Look over addresses and stuff. We can try it. If it doesn't work. Alright, y'all are moving. Get motion sick. Close your eyes. Look away, please. Alright, let's see here. Woo! Oh, that. Alright, y'all that were on earlier, you know the drill. I'm gonna have to clean my camera real quick. Okay, let's see here. Y'all got it? Y'all see it? Okay. I'm gonna move you one more time and then we'll be good. Oh no, Nancy, your computer won't read the flash drive. That's a bummer. Alright, so this is the main design we're working with here. I'm going to switch the background color so you can actually see the text. So, and where it says LPN, I'm going to go ahead and go over and I right click to delete thread. And I need this to say PST/LNA. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them in here. I don't normally do that, but they want both of them in there, so let's see, PST. So merge PST, and then file merge LNA. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stack those out here first, and select both of them by hitting Control, and go ahead and reduce them. Let's do 75%. Okay, that might work. I'm going to drag them over. Rotate it. That might work. Okay, I'm going to change the color here. So they're white like they're supposed to be. Alright, I think that'll work. Maybe I can reduce them just a little bit more. I don't want to get them too small just from a stitch quality standpoint. That'll work. PST/LNA. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I know it's pretty blurry, you probably can't read it, but I have the whole long, every detail of it in the file name, so I can
search for it. I'm going to save as. And then the other one is HUC/LNA. So I'm going to leave that LNA there. And we're going to get rid of this one. My right click's not working on my mouse. HUC. I'll put that one in white again. See it? Getting like 9,000 phone calls while I'm on live. I never get phone calls. Why does it always work that way? Okay, this one's not fitting as nice as me, but it'll be okay. So I was manually doing that, of course. You can always use the tools up here on the toolbar. Probably can't see my mouse. Just rotate it just 1 degree or something if you want, but still think it needs rotated. I'm having problems getting it to rotate like 2 degrees. There we go. I think that looks maybe 1 more degree. 1 more. 1. Just 1. No, not 6. 1. Hi, Roseanne. Welcome. Yeah, we were just talking about the fact that it's probably been like a year since I've been on here very much. But trying to make changes so I can be here more. We'll see how they go. No promises. Because every time I promise, I don't seem to be able to keep those promises. So, okay, there's that one. There's that one. I do have to take these over to my spot, over by my plugin for transferring designs is all the way over by my printer. So I'm going to flip my camera back around for you guys. Again, you get motion sick. Now's the time to not look. Does that look good? Alright, go over and plug this back in.
Is anyone else here a So What Pro user, or is it y'all using Brilliant or something else? I asked that over there, but I don't think you guys could hear me. I don't think my Bluetooth's picking up today. Need to do some more testing on that, apparently. Every time I think I have the Bluetooth issue figured out with live, I don't. Ooh, I've been on here 3 hours. That's probably a new record for me. Hear me at all, or am I being drowned out by the machines? CNN one, correct? Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't think my Bluetooth is picking up, or I don't think my Bluetooth is connected, to be honest. That's another user error. I'm all out of practice, guys. That and Android phone make changes. I don't want to use it. Alright, this one is HUC everything. Yeah, YouTube always gotta make changes. Like I said, I'm all out of practice. I haven't really kept up with what all's going on. I keep cutting my own head off here. There we go. I was using StreamYard, but then something with the Chrome browser on my phone and Android and Bluetooth, like it won't pull the Bluetooth, and then so I thought I'd go live on YouTube, just using the YouTube app this time. That didn't solve the problem either. I wonder if it's because I scheduled it from my desktop. I'll try to figure out something for next time. I would like for it to use my Bluetooth, ideally, but I don't know. I'm a little technology challenged on that part of it, I guess. Technologically challenged. Did you get your tags figured out, Nancy? Oh no, Nancy. I have no Wi-Fi and I used up my hotspot already, so I can't connect the tags. Half of everything without tags, I would be able to connect the shipping cable. Ugh. Darn. Let's see. Do you have somewhere local that has Wi-Fi, like McDonald's? So you can go sit in their parking lot and like download it onto your phone? And then email it to yourself? I mean, that's obviously a pain in the tush way to do it, but... But then I guess you still have to have Wi-Fi stuff, actually, for your computer. Never mind. Trying to think out loud and help you out. That wouldn't work either, would it? There you go. Okay, I was thinking phone, but yeah, you can take your laptop. You might not even have to go inside. You can usually get it from their parking lot. Or if you got somewhere else closer that offers Wi-Fi. I was just thinking McDonald's usually has Wi-Fi. I know you have on it at least somewhat close. Make sure your laptop's charged before you go. I just don't have to leave. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Yeah, that would be the easiest, simplest thing. But yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to leave. I hate that I have to drive to go anywhere. All right, y'all. just have to do names. Alright. Should I go ahead and set up the names? I know the right answer. I know I should. I don't really want to. Almost got through them. So just the names left. Let's see, I've been live for 3 hours. I definitely didn't work all that time. I almost didn't really get started until about an hour in. So 2 hours for the designs. I probably got at least another hour, hour and a half for the names, just because those are a little more labor intensive. That's not bad for a 22 jacket order. Knocked out pretty quickly. See you later, Naomi. Good luck with your training. Later or tomorrow when I do these names. Probably gonna jump off live here soon since I just about have these done. I really don't have anything else to do or say or yeah. So I'll have to set up all the names. But that's quick and easy. It just I want to focus on that because I have a tendency to make errors if I don't. We don't want to be doing that. So I'm going to jump off after I get these finished. I'm going to get my fast frames prepped. Like I showed earlier, I tape with masking tape a piece of tearaway to the back of my fast frames. I just like the cheap generic masking tape from Dollar General. That's the one I found that it's sticky enough it holds, but it's not so sticky that I have problems getting it back off. Because I've kind of had both extremes. I've had some that just doesn't stick, and that's useless. And then I've had some that are so sticky that it's hard to get back off. That's not helpful either. So, Dollar General masking tape like that. I'm just going to get all these prepped, so when I come back to do the names either later today or tomorrow, I can just have these all ready to go and prep. I already have all the jackets trimmed as I went, so that'll help me. I just need to set up the names, really. That's the only limiting factor right now. It's hard to line up things to get both girls out of the house for any extended period of time, but or at least out of my office. Sometimes, even if they were in the house with someone they would stay upstairs with, that would be great. But that doesn't happen very often. I'm hoping to be able to jump back in with some changes of schedules to making some videos. I'm not going to make promises this time because every other time I've said, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and I'm just not able to. So I'm hoping here soon to be back on a more consistent schedule. I've missed this. I've missed you guys. I've missed posting, making videos, posting them. I really want to get back to that. So the time away, as well as work I'm doing with a mastermind group, and taking some time off from my shop to just kind of let me realize what parts of my business I actually enjoy and what parts I don't. I've done a lot of reflecting on that, and I do hope to post a video with an update and kind of a much more in-depth on that. Haven't planned out in my head, but you know, time to do that. So hopefully soon I'll have that update available for you guys. It kind of goes into a lot more detail on some things. And then as some other things unfold, I'm going to be sharing those with you guys too. It's not quite there yet. And hi Cynthia. I've got some exciting things, at least exciting to me. Maybe they won't be so exciting to you guys, but definitely exciting for me. Just different changes and things coming up. So I hope to be here more with you guys. Some lives are hard because I need both girls out of the office. But I'm hoping to at least start getting some videos up for you guys. When I asked earlier, a lot of you said you just like the mix of videos. You like some lives, some tutorials, some work with me, some vlogs. So I'll probably continue with kind of how I did before, try to get a little bit mix of everything together. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off for today. I've been here 3 hours just working. I've got these jackets all but done. I'm playing with these little clips. And thank you, Michelle. Yes, I've learned through all this, I definitely need to take care of myself and my kiddos first, and trying to realign all those priorities. That's hard when you ran a business for so long and you have to make changes. So, looking forward to some changes that are being made, and excited to show off some new stuff coming soon. Not quite there yet though on that. But yeah, I'm going to jump off here today. Guys, thanks so much for joining. Hopefully I'll get to see you guys a lot more here soon. I'm so sorry, Cynthia. Yes, I'm just now getting off. I've been here for 3 hours. But hopefully with me posting more and being on more, everyone will be able to catch more often. So thanks guys for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I've missed you all. And hopefully I'll be back more soon. Bye Sarah, bye everyone. See you all later.